get fan reaction in just a moment, but to start the show, one of the things we love about FanZone is we get to see how you guys breathe and live the Premier League. And we're going to start the show by heading down under, where a Manchester United fan, Adam, gave us a tour of his Man United shrine.
My name is Adam Schwerb. Welcome to the Manchester United Museum, where the rich history of one of the world's most iconic football clubs comes to life. We've got a selection of jerseys. I think we've got like 145 jerseys, probably more. As you can see, we've got the latest away kit here, which seems to be everyone's favourite. We've got jerseys right through the 90s. I think I've got from 1990 all the way through to 2000, every single jersey. Plus here from 2000 to present, I think we're missing like a couple of this year. We've got jerseys like the iconic Snowflake here. What else have we got here? We've got, what have we got? We've got a couple of jerseys from the 70s, which are very nice, originals. Everything here is original. We've got straight from Old Trafford in the old Megastore. We've got Giggs 11, if I get to meet a lot of players and things like that. With the Manchester United Supporters Club of New South Wales, I'm actually a committee member. We've been celebrating 30 years this year, which is fantastic. And but one of my most favourite things in the cave, probably two. I've got a chair. I've got a chair here signed by Eric Cantona, which is I actually won. And then up here, whenever I meet players, I've got a flag signed by I think about 90 players, going from Dennis Law to Sir Alex Ferguson to Paul Scholes, Ryan Giggs, all the way to Brian Robson. We've got some really, really iconic players on this flag. Thank you for being on my journey through the Manchester United Museum in Sydney, Australia. And I'll talk to you later. See you later.
Yeah, well, it's later now. Adam's with us live from his Manchester United Museum. Adam, of course, we're going to talk about the game yesterday. But before we get to, I guess, the negatives, you could call them that, quite a few, let's talk about the positives. Absolutely beautiful behind you. How did you start this up? What made you even dedicate a room, I guess, in your house to Manchester United this way?
I was introduced to Manchester United when I was really young, and one of my uncles was a season pass holder, and he used to travel back and forth. He was part of the Malta Supporters Club, and he moved into Sydney, and he used to bring me back stuff all the time. And Manchester United's got a good affiliation with Malta, so we used David Beckham as an apprentice and stuff like that. Used to sign postcards, and he used to send them back to me. And so, yeah, that was around 1992. And so I had little bits and pieces from when I was a kid, and then all of a sudden I became an adult and I could afford more, and the addiction became everlasting, I suppose.
Adam, look, it's absolutely amazing. You know, I saw some pictures of Lou Macari in the iconic kit. But I'm going to ask you a really difficult question, Adam, all right? OK? You can keep one piece of memorabilia. Everything else has got to go. Everything in that room has got to go. What's the one piece that you're going to keep?
Oh, it's a tough one. Look, my uncle that got me into it, he was a massive George Best fan, and I got it started because he loved George. So I've actually got a piece on my wall that's signed by George. So that's a tough question, but being that I've dedicated this to my Uncle Bill, I'd probably take that with me, my piece signed by George Best.
Yeah, I imagine he probably wouldn't want any shirts from the current crop of players, which takes us on to yesterday's result. Can you put into words what you saw? What do you feel was the downfall yesterday and resulted in what was an incredible result for Spurs?
Look, it's a 1:30 a.m. kickoff here, so you're trying to stay awake through the game and everything like that, and you're trying to focus on the game. And, you know, look, it's a tough one. Things don't seem to change for United, especially over the past 10 years. And, you know, when Eric Ten Hag come in, we thought things were going to change again. But it's just the expectations for, I think, United fans is really high. But when you when you see games like last night, it shatters you, and you don't know what to think as a United fan. Really, you really don't. You don't know when it's going to end. You don't know when it's going to come good. Eric can turn around and say he's won 2 trophies, but at the end of the day, I think most United supporters want to compete for the Premier League, and we've been through this period before in the 70s where we were a cup side, and it seems to be that way again. But in saying that, we can blame Eric, but the players have got to put in as well. But the most concerning thing for me is the structure around the side, and I think a lot of United fans can't see that.
Look, Adam, it's unbelievable. You stay out to 1:30 to support your team.
Serious.
That absolute dedication. Our producer, Man United fan, he left after 3 minutes. He hasn't got your dedication. He was gone. After the goal, he was out of it. He had something better to do. But do you know what? Are you going to keep that faith? Are you going to keep that faith as a Man United fan going forward? I mean, because it's been difficult. 2 home defeats to Liverpool, arch rivals 3-0. Spurs, supposed to be the sort of side that you should be beating. Spurs, no disrespect to Spurs fans, but Man United used to beat Spurs. Look, Alex Ferguson used to say, it's Spurs. It's not happening anymore. Can you keep that dedication? Do you believe that Man United can come good this season?
Look, I'll always get up and watch United play no matter what, no matter how hard, no matter how bad they're playing. It's in your blood. And look, the last night was tough too because I want to see Ange do well as well because he's an Aussie. But United have to come good and they have to make changes, I think, quick. And you just got to stay positive, haven't you? As a fan, no matter who you support, you just got to try and stay positive because the media will bring United down no matter what. And it's a battle reading what they're saying about United at the best of times, but definitely I want to see United. We're sitting in 12th at the moment. It's only 6 games in, and you've got to keep positive all the time. So my head's telling me no, I don't think we'll improve under the current structure. But I've got to try and keep the faith and just keep back on the side.
Adam, thank you so much. I imagine it's a little bit easier watching Man United in that incredible shrine that you've built for yourself. I know you're a first-time caller, so we'd love to have you on the show again. Thank you so much for giving us a tour of your Manchester United Museum. So from one superfan, we're going to head to